Hello and welcome. This is Crucial TV, and I am Jerry Paul, your anchor today. President Muhammad Buhari has finally inaugurated his cabinet, made up of 42 members of the cabinet. It is better late than never, actually. 82 days after his inauguration on 29th of May 2019, and 6 months after the presidential election held on 23rd of February 2019. But it is indeed better late than never. 4 years ago, it was actually on the 30th of September. So this time, I think he has learned his lessons just a month earlier. We want to look at the lists, especially on those who were appointed. The ministers who made, the old ministers who made the new lists. Want to see what was the yardstick that was used. One, and among them, the first one is Dr. Chris Ngige, the Labour Minister, the popular negotiator. He made the list. He came back. Yet he was among those that people have been praying that he would not come back. I think the list is made up of a lot of surprises. A lot that people expected to come back didn't come back. People that they want to be appointed, we are not even appointed. People like Ambode of Lagos, of course. I know you will be expecting Ambode to make the list. He didn't. People like Ibe Kachuku, we are supposed to make the list. To our own calculation, to your own calculation, he didn't make the list. But indeed, many others made the list. Ngige made the list. The popular negotiator. And even as he is being inaugurated along with others, the ASU strike is on. ASU warning strike. So why did Ngige make the list? I leave you to judge. Another person who made the list is Adamu of Education Ministry. Since he came on board nearly 4 years ago, what has changed in Nigerian education? What life has been added? What value has been added? These are some of the things we need to interrogate. Or is this list made up of people, friends, old maids, party men? Is it based on achievement? Is it based on performance? Why did Adamu make the list? What has changed? Another person who made the list is Audu Ogbe, the old Minister of Agriculture. Somebody may say he actually deserves it. Agriculture seemed to have been improved in recent times. Maybe let us give it to him. Audu Ogbe, he actually made the list. Ogbonnaya Onu of Science and Technology Ministry. Ogbonnaya Onu also made the list. But you will ask, just as I wonder, in the last 4 years, what has Nigeria been able to achieve in terms of science and tech? What has he done? Have we left where we were? Have we made an improvement? Why did he make the list? Another person who made the list is Geoffrey Onyama of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I think he has been representing us well, perhaps. If not, why did he make the list? But Geoffrey Onyama is one of the only ministers that is not a politician. Perhaps his performance spoke for him. Among those who made the list was also Lai Mohammed, the popular Lai Mohammed, the controversial Lai Mohammed. You remember that he was the spokesperson of APC before they actually came on board as a ruling party. He made a lot of controversies, speaking against PDP. And when he was appointed in 2015, it was seen as a reward, as a compensation. But if we must interrogate the role of Lai Mohammed in the last 4 years, what value has he added to government? One of the problems this government had in the last regime was lack of information, poor information. So one would think that Lai Mohammed will be relieved of his duty, and someone who has the expertise, somebody who knows his onions, should come on board. But no, we find Lai Mohammed is still making the list, the new list of presidential nominees, and indeed he has become a minister for the second time. Lai Mohammed, very controversial, always defending the government even when it is glaring and crystal clear that the government has not got it. And a lot of people are saying that he's coming on board. He's going to give this government yet a bad image. Why would Rotimi Amechi make the list? Rotimi Amechi, the former governor of Rivers State, the Minister of Transportation. Why would he make the list of the new ministers? What value did he add to this government? Maybe he's being compensated for his role in the 2015 general elections that brought Muhammad Buhari on board. Maybe that's why he's making the list. But thanks goodness that aviation has been removed from him. Previously, he's the Minister of Transportation, which includes aviation, and Hadi Sirika was Minister of State for Aviation. But now Hadi Sirika has been elevated to a substantive Minister of Aviation. So it means that one ministry has been removed from Rotimi Amechi. But what has he added? What value has he added to this government? I leave you to judge. And finally, Muhammad Buhari reappoints himself as the substantive Minister of Petroleum. Of course, we know the problem. We know the challenges we've been having in this country. We explore crude, we mine crude, we export crude, and we import crude. Yet, in this country. And yet, one of the promises that brought this government on board in 2015 was the promise of building and repairing refineries, increasing the number, increasing their capacity. Yet, people applauded him in 2015 because he was, as far back as 1978-79, the Minister of Petroleum. He was also chairman of Petroleum Trust Fund. So when he came on board in 2015, many of us were happy that he has what it takes to take the petroleum industry to the next level. But of course we know that both old age and because he has not been a politician has affected the ministry all through. So now Muhammad Buhari reappoints himself. But very, 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 very important has to do with his Minister of State for Petroleum, Timi Silva, the former governor of Bayelsa State, coming on board. He has been a politician all his life. He's not a technocrat. He knows nothing about that ministry. So, if Timi Silva and Muhammad Buhari are going to work on the Ministry of Petroleum, what value are we going to have in the next 4 years? What improvement, what achievement, what increase, what inputs are we expecting in the Ministry of Petroleum in the next 4 years? So, for all these, about 12 of them that we are returned, what have they added in the past? What are we expecting them to add as a value in this new government? I leave it to you. Let it come in. Let your comment begin to come. It is Crucial TV.